Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Hope you're all having a good week so far. Yes, Zach, Team Reno. If you can't beat him, join him. But how are you guys all doing today? Today I will be starting off as usual right now. Actually, for the next couple weeks, right? When does reveals stop? Okay, yeah, for the next couple weeks. July 12th. What is that? So next week, yeah. Basically, the next 2 weeks, as usual, every stream will start off with reviewing the latest cards that have been revealed since the last one. Sometimes there's more cards to reveal or review than others. Today, we have the mage cards revealed, as well as some more neutrals, I believe. So I'll be taking a look at those. And then I will be trying to hit Legend again. As has become customary here, towards the end of the month, I actually try to hit Legend. I kind of goof around the first few weeks, but then the last week or so, I actually make an effort to hit Legend. And funny enough, I've mentioned it many times, but I've been playing for 10 years now, and I've hit Legend many times, but usually I hit Legend and I won't hit it again for 6 months or a year or something, just because I don't care to put in the effort. Hit Diamond 5 to Legend, depending on like the meta and the deck, it's just rough sometimes, and it's just not enjoyable to me to do all the time. So like I said, I'll hit Legend sometimes, kind of get it out of my system, and then I won't do it again for a while. But the last few months is actually the first time I ever hit Legend 2 months in a row, ever. In 10 years of playing. And I've actually hit Legend 3 months in a row now. So if I hit Legend today or tomorrow or whenever, it will be 4 months in a row. But I thought it was cool that, after 10 years until I started streaming, yeah, I never hit Legend 2 months in a row. I didn't care enough to try, really. But yeah, so we'll check out the cards here. The big one is the mage reveals. All the mage cards were revealed today, and also some neutrals yesterday, I believe. And then tomorrow's Paladin. And then by the time I stream on Monday, we'll also have Rogue and Warlock to talk about. But yeah. So one thing to keep in mind, evaluating these cards has been a little tough, simply because of the tourist aspect. So when we take a look at these cards, one thing to keep in mind is actually Druid can use these cards as well. So yes, they are mage cards, but Druid will also have access to them. So you almost have to evaluate these cards from like 2 points of view, right? Zach, wait, there's more card reviews. Overplanner is insane. I agree. I think Overplanner, for anyone who doesn't know, where is it? Right here. I think this is one of the better cards they've shown off so far. I think this card it's kind of simple, but it's very, very good. Especially, I found out the fact that you actually do 3 discovers. So what happens is you basically discover 3 cards from your deck. You pick one, it goes on top of your deck. You discover 3 more cards, you pick one, it goes second from the top. Then you discover 3 more cards, you pick one, it goes third from the top. So you're essentially getting 3 discovers to dig for, combo pieces, key components, or just smooth out your draws, right? I think it's a very, very good card. Especially, like I said, if you have a deck that you really want to hit specific cards, like think of like Odin or things like that, right? Like specific win conditions. this lets you dig so much for them. And it just smooths out your draws too, right? Maybe, you know, you have your late game stuff in your hand already. Play this on 3 and smooth out your draws, or, you know, draw into some removal or something. Yeah, I think this is a really good card. But anyways, take a look at the mage cards. So first one we got is Marooned Archmage, 3 mana, 3/3. Your first spell each turn costs 2 less. Seems a little bit like filler, but one thing to keep in mind is that theoretically you could play this on 3 and then play a 1 or 2 cost spell for free, because it doesn't say less than 1. But yeah, this seems like an arena card. Arena card / pack filler. And even for Druid, right? Because we have to think about it from Druid's point of view as well. I think even as a Druid, it's just 1 spell, right? And it's not like the discount is bigger than the 3 mana, right? So unless you somehow discounted this guy, you're not like going mana positive or anything. Yeah, kind of boring. Arena card, pack filler. Also, I just remembered. So when in a couple weeks, when all of the cards are revealed, actually, if the 12th is the last reveal, probably the 15th. Monday the 15th, I will go through all of the cards. I'll probably dedicate a whole stream to this because it'll take a while. I'm going to go through all of the cards and rate them 1 to 5, because I think it'll be really fun to go back in a month or two and see how right or wrong I was about the different cards. I didn't do that for Whizbang's Workshop. I kind of wish I did. But yeah, so basically Monday the 15th, by my whole stream, we'll just be going over all the cards and grading them. So yeah. In a month or two, you guys can talk shit about how right or wrong I was. Shortcut to 5 mana on turn 3. Yeah, but you're still paying the 3 to play the guy, right? So you'd have 0 mana. You could play a 1 or 2 cost spell for free. And then sure, if it lives next turn, turn 4, you can play a 6 cost. I don't know. And like I said, it just seems like an arena card to me. I could be wrong, but that's what, yeah. I don't see any deck in standard like putting this in your deck purposely. Like maybe you pick it as like a discover option or something, but I don't see this being like in someone's deck by default. And then next up, we have one of the locations. So we got Tide Pools, 3 mana, 3 durability. Discover a spell that costs 3 or less. After you cast a spell, reopen this. So obviously very easy for Mage to kind of cycle through this. Like you could even, you know, discover something cheap, play it, reopen it, discover something again. Yeah, this could cycle very, very easily. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? I'm checking out the newest cards that have been revealed since my last stream. I do like, I think they've only shown the Druid and the Mage location so far. But I do like how they have the ability to reopen them. That's pretty cool. I think they said there's going to be 5 or 6 total. We'll just see the other ones. But yeah, it's essentially 3 mana, discover 3 spells that cost 3 or less, along with potential location synergies. I think it's not bad. It's not like it's not like amazing, right? But it's not bad. I can see this going in some decks. And there's a lot of location support, right? So have to see. Maybe this could end up being a little better than I think, but I think it's not bad. Next up, we got Sea Breeze Chalice. It's another one of the drink spells. So it's a 1 mana, deal 2 damage randomly split among all enemies. And it's a frost spell with 3 drinks. So I have to say, when I first saw this card, I was kind of met on it. Like, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I think all of these drinks will end up being decent. You know, they're very reminiscent of the hunter spells that let you play them over and over. You know, there's the bunch of bananas and the barrel of monkeys. Those spells were actually a lot better than I expected. I think they're a lot better than a lot of people expected. So by that logic, I think these are going to end up being pretty good. But the biggest thing was, when I realized that Druid can play this card. So imagine this card in like a spell power Druid deck. Because it hits face, right? It's not just minions. So yeah, I could see this being one of those cards that is played in Druid more so than Mage. But who knows? Maybe Sith Mage will play it as well. Like, this is probably the best one damage... Sorry, it's probably the best 1 mana spell for Sith Mage, I would say, isn't it? Hey Leo, how's it going? Checking out the newest cards have been revealed. All the Mage cards are revealed today, if you weren't aware. Yeah, I think this will be good. Like I said, I think all of the drinks are going to be good. You know, I said it already, but the Hunter spell, like the Hunter equivalents are very good. Just, yeah, it's just great value, getting 3 charges off it. I think this will be played in Mage and Druid, actually. Like this in a spell damage. Like, imagine this in like an Aulonius Druid deck. And this could fit in Sith Mage as well. Like I said, is that the best 1 damage spell for Sith Mage? I feel like it is. Because it's essentially... Like, this is 1 mana, 2 damage. Which is, you know, for just a one-off, it's the exact same, I guess, right? But you get 3 charges out of it. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that'll resurrect Sith Mage a bit. So yeah, I think this will be played in both Druid and Mage. Then we got Go With The Flow. 1 mana, choose a minion. If it's an enemy, freeze it. If it's a friendly, give it spell damage +1. I think this is really cool. I like the whole, you know, if it's an enemy, do this. If it's friendly, do this. It's a really cool design. I don't know why, but this gives me like Magic vibes, like Magic the Gathering vibes. So I really like this design. And it's actually so funny. The first thing I thought of when I saw this card was some of the old 1 and 2 mana freeze spells that mages got. Like, look how shitty some of those spells are when you compare it to something like this. For Druid, I don't think this is worth it. I could be wrong. But Druid already has a lot of spell damage. You know, they got the location that's also 1 mana. The fact that it has no spell type hurts it a little bit too. But the fact that it's versatile, right? It can either... I feel like if you run this card, majority of the time you're probably doing the spell damage. The freeze is probably just like an oh shit backup option. But yeah. It's cool design. I don't think it'll really be played, or I don't think it'll be that good. I think it's rather meh for an epic. Yeah, I don't know what Blizzard's philosophy is with epics, but it's like all over the place. Some of the epics, you know, perfect example, right, is the pirate. That epic pirate that you literally don't want to open. You don't want this card in your deck. You don't want to open this card, and it's an epic. This guy. If I open this guy, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, it's such a wasted epic. I don't see any reason this is an epic other than just like screwing over the players. But yeah, kind of similar vibe with the mage spell. I don't know. Some epics are like very unique and can kind of you know, enable like janky decks and stuff, right? Which I think that's an argument for epics. You know, it's like very niche cards that can maybe be very impactful, but they're not like meta by any means. But I don't know. I don't get why stuff like this is epic. And then we got the Mage Tourist. So, what was it? Rayla, Sand Sculptor, 4 mana, 2/5, Paladin Tourist. After you cast a spell, summon a random 2-cost minion to give it Divine Shield. So it's kind of funny that, what was it? 1 expansion, 2 expansions ago, they were pushing Spell Mage, and now they're essentially pushing like small dude mage. Like, talk about going from one end of the spectrum to the other, right? Like, if this effect was tacked on to like a weapon or a hero or something like that, I think it'd be so cool. Like a way for Spell Mage to get bodies on the board, but it's tied to a minion, right? So obviously you're playing a minion-based deck. So, but yeah, I think it's a cool effect. It's just a little random on a minion. Would have been cool for Spell Mage, I think. And I don't think there's been any Paladin cards revealed yet, but yeah. Okay, so Mage can put this weapon in their deck. Sure. We'll see what else is revealed there. But yeah, I think this is a little boring. It's like I said, it's a cool effect. I think it's just tied to a minion. It's a little bit of a disappointment. I would have really liked to see a weapon that said this, and then every time it triggers, it loses a durability. I think that would have been really cool for Spell Mage. Although I guess Mage already has a weapon that does literally that, right? Just without the Divine Shield. So maybe it's not a good weapon. I take that back. And then next up we have Rising Waves. It is a 3-mana spell that deals 2 damage to all minions. If none die, deal 2 more. Pretty cool design. You know, it can be a 2 damage to get rid of some little shitters, or if it's a bit of a bigger board, it's a 3-mana deal 4 to all minions. So, situational though, obviously, right? Like, it would obviously suck if there was a bunch of medium-sized minions on the board and there's like some like 1 health little shitter that makes it only do 2 damage. Although I guess you could just ping it in that situation, but yeah, this is a tough one to evaluate. I could see a world where this card is very good. Yeah. What about you guys? We'll keep going, and then, yeah, I guess we'll see what everyone's favorite card is so far today. And then we got Under the Sea, 6 mana spell, draw a different spell, summon a random minion of that spell's cost. This very much reminds me of... Oh, shit, what was it called? It's not what I meant to click. This reminds me of Tortellin something? Is that what it was called? Nope. There's some minion that had this effect. It was a neutral minion. It was actually meta at one point. It was, I think it was like reveal a spell from your deck, summon a minion of that cost. Anyone know what I'm talking about? It was actually a meta card at one point. You know, Druid played it with Ultimate Infestation. The card was nerfed too, I believe. Gave you a 7 mana? The Elemental? Was it an Elemental? I can picture the art in my head. I just can't think of the name of the card. Oh, yeah, Leo 2 is the Elemental. Oh, it's 8 mana? Did I miss it? Let's see. Everyone's saying it's 8 mana. I must have missed it. Am I blind? Weaponized Pinata, most handsome Hearthstone streamer. Thank you, thank you. It's an honor. Yeah, am I... Oh! Okay, yeah, I missed it, guys. Yeah. But yeah, I remember, you know, Druid playing this at one point with Ultimate Infestation. I think it was nerfed at one point too. I think there was another card that did something similar before as well. Unless I'm getting mixed up. Zek is not a fan of the waves. Feels like it's going to fall short when you need it. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Is the high end for that card is very, very good. 3 mana, 4 damage AoE, very good. But there's the problem that there could be a lot of situations where it just does 2. So it's probably very meta dependent for sure. I don't know what the other card I'm thinking of is whatever. Moving on. So where are we at? So yeah, like you said, Zek, Rising Waves, it's cool in theory, but like you said, the time where you want it to be 3 or 4 damage and it's 2, it's really gonna suck. So I think this is very meta dependent. Depending on the meta, this card could be very, very good or it could be trash. If people are playing a lot of like token decks or, you know, small weenie minions, it'd be very bad. And then we have Under the Sea. Yeah, so I could see this. I don't know. This would require a very specific kind of deck. Because obviously you don't really want to run any cheap spells, right? And say you're playing like a big spell mage with like Sunset Volley and Projection Orb and stuff like that. There's still some really good 2, 3, 4 mana spells that you'd be running. But I feel like if you're running this, you wouldn't want to be running those spells. Like, I feel like if you're running this, you at least want to hit like a 6-7 cost or more. So it would need a very different style of deck, and I don't think it's good enough. This seems like an arena card. Yeah, Leo, yeah. But like I said, even in big spell mage, right? Like, let's take a look quick. So even in big spell mage, here, let's make this a little easier. Go spell. So even in big spell mage, sometimes you run Infinitize, Void Scripture, very, very good. Stargazing is played sometimes. What else you got? Molten Rune, maybe. Reverb, maybe. Manufacturing Error. Like, there's a lot of good cards at like 2 to 5 mana that you probably, like, it would really suck to hit with that card, right? So I can see it being played. It would just need a very specific kind of deck. And even then, I just don't think it's good enough. But is it really worth it? Exactly. I think you'd have to tailor your whole deck around running this card. And it's so much RNG still, right? Like I said, I think it's an arena card. I don't think it's worth it. And this is coming from someone who wants big spell mage to be a thing. But I just don't think it's good. Speaking of big spell mage, you got Tsunami. Oh yeah, I forgot. So going back, I guess we'll talk about Druid for these. I talked about Druid with... Yeah, I talked about Druid with all these. So yeah, this one with Druid is probably no better. Oh, you never know. Druid's a little lacking with like board clear and stuff, right? So who knows? Maybe Druid will run it. With 1 spell damage, there's a 3 mana, 3 damage AoE, which isn't bad. Like, say you have like the location down, right? Trigger the location, 3 mana, 3 damage AoE. It's not bad. Not awful. I'll have to see. For Druid, I think this is shit still too, because again, Druid has lots of cheap spells that are very, very good that you wouldn't want to cut from your deck just for this RNG, this random minion, right? And then this gets us to Tsunami. 8 mana spell, summon 3/3/6 water elementals. They attack random enemies. I'm not sure how to evaluate this card. Both for mage and for druid. It's like pseudo board clear for druid as well, which again, druid's kind of lacking with. It can go face, you know, so if they have an empty board, it's 9 damage to face and freezing them for what it's worth. I don't know. Watercolor discounted could be good. Oh yeah, I always forget that card exists. I don't think I've ever seen that card played. That's the one, it draws a spell and it's reduced by 1 every turn, right? Yeah, that's true. You play, so you could play Watercolor Artist on 4 and then play Tsunami on 6. Which at 6, that card's very good. Yeah, maybe this card will finally see some play. But like I said, I can maybe see it in Druid as well. Simply because it's like pseudo board clear and Druid is kind of struggling with that at times. I don't know. Tough card to evaluate. Actually, even 3 for 2 damage AoE is really good for Druid. Yeah, you're not wrong, right? So I think for Mage, there's probably better options depending on the meta. But for Druid, I could see this being played for sure. It's kind of like a better swipe. Just, you know, taking the front-loaded main target damage and spreading it out to the other things. So it's kind of like a rebalance swipe in that way. Which, like I said, yeah, any kind of spell damage just makes it even better, right? Which Druid has an easier time betting spell damage than Mage, I would say. Especially the location is nice because with this hitting your own minions, you get the spell damage from the location. You don't have to worry about killing any of your own minions or anything. So yeah, I can see Druid playing this. Tsunami, I'm not sure. Hard to tell. This is one of those cards where I feel like it could be like a sleeper hit. Like it could be surprisingly good, or it just could be terrible and never see any play. I feel like it's one or the other. Either this card is going to be very, very good, and there's going to be a lot of people rating it 1 star and, you know, people like trashing on them, or it's just going to be terrible. It's hard to tell. Maybe, like you said, Shadow, maybe with Watercolor Artist, because you could play this on 6. Yeah, we'll have to see. And then we got Surfalopod. It's a 5-mana 5/6 with a battle cry. Your next spell you draw is cast when drawn. So this card has the same problem Under the Sea has, where, you know, you obviously want to have this trigger on like a high cost spell, right? You don't want to play a 5-mana 5/6 and then auto cast a 2-cost spell. So just like Under the Sea, it kind of requires you to tweak your deck around it, right? Like you want to have pretty much only high cost spells, but there's so many good low and medium cost spells. Yeah, and there's some cards too, like what's a Void Scripture, where you want to have the chance to discover the option. You don't really want that card to just auto cast. So yeah, I don't think this is good. It being a beast is so random. Although I guess Druid can play it, right? Maybe there's some kind of Druid synergy there. Surfalopod and Polkelt. Is Polkelt in Standard right now? I don't think so, right? That would be a cool combo, though. Basically guarantee your like projection orb autocast. Yeah, it's not. So yeah, maybe in Wild there'll be some janky combo to pull off with that. But I don't think in Standard they'll see any play. Leo, Tsunami in Standard, maybe. Wild, no way, leaning to rather bad. Yeah, you basically have to commit to being only big spells. Yeah, and that's the problem with Under the Sea as well, right? Is you basically only want to play like 6, 7 plus cost spells. But there's so many good 2 to 4 cost spells. And I don't think the trade-off is good enough. Like Surfalopod and the Under the Sea, the benefit of running these isn't worth losing those cheap spells. So I don't think we'll see any play. And then for Druid, Druid's kind of the same thing, right? Where Druid has a lot of cheap, good spells that it doesn't want to drop. I don't think the Beast Tag means anything either. So yeah. And then we have the Legendary, well, the other Legendary, King Tide, 4-mana 4/4. Did I talk about this card? No, this just got announced today, I think. I don't know. Regardless of, anyways, King Tide, 4-mana 4/4, Legendary Minion. Battle Cry, both players' spells cost 5 until the end of the next turn. I remember now. I talked about this on Discord with you guys earlier. That's why it looked familiar. I think this card's really cool, though. You know, this is basically Mana Cheat and Disruption built into one card. Because you can essentially play this and then play like Sunset Volley for 5 mana. That's your turn. And then it passes to your opponent. And now all of their cheap spells are more expensive, right? Which, yeah, it could benefit them depending on your opponent if they have a really expensive spell. But think about how many classes have like 2 and 3 cost removal spells, right? Like it's making those worse. So it's like pro and con, right? It could help them cheat out something, or it could screw them over. And then also it applies to your next turn as well, because it's until the end of your next turn. So the dream is to like play King Tide, play Sunset Volley, and then when it goes back to you, play Sunset Volley, Projection Orb. Like that's the dream right there, right? So I think this is a cool card. Leo, Lotheb's little creative brother. Yeah, it is kind of like Lotheb vibes, right? in the sense that it is going to disrupt your opponent. Like I said, depending on your opponent and their deck, sure, there's times that they will benefit from this, but I think more often than not, it'll hurt them. More often than not, players are, you know, unless you're playing against like another mage or maybe like a priest, most people have 5 or less cost spells in their deck. They say you're playing against a warrior, right? Like all of their 1 to 3 mana spells are worse when you play this. Shadow, actually compare that to Clumsy Courier. It was more targeted and predictable. It saw no play. Let me look up that card because I can't remember it off the top of my head. Are you saying to compare King Tide to this? And I'll be honest, I've never seen this card in my life. I don't remember this card at all. Not the nacho cheese. Oh, yeah, the cast when drawn guy. Yeah, you are right. That it's more controlled, right? This is very random. You know, unless you're manipulating the top of your deck some way, you don't know what this is gonna hit. And like you said, yeah, that card had more, you know, control, and I've never seen that card in my entire life. You could have shown that card to me, and I would have guessed it was like a custom card. I've never seen that card in my life. But yeah, I think King Tide is really cool. Like I said, it's a pseudo Lotheb effect, and it's also mana cheating for 2 turns. You can essentially cheat out like 3 big spells. Yeah, I think it's a cool card. I think that was it for... Oh, and Druid can put this in their deck too. I just realized. Does that matter for Druid though? Like, what big spells does Druid want to play? Or what big spells does Druid want to cheat out? In Wild, this is probably going to do some creative combos or something. Tide, thanks for the bits, man. You're the first person to ever give me bits in 5 months of streaming, so thank you. What was I going? Oh yeah, I think in Wild that could actually do some interesting stuff with Druid, but in Standard, is there anything big Druid wants to cheat out? I don't think so, right? Yeah, it's all like minion buffing, right? Cultivation, Drum Circle, which I don't think they really care to cheat out. Yeah, I don't think Druid, at least in Standard, I don't think that card will see any play with Druid. In Wild, I could maybe see it, but maybe there's probably just better combo options in Wild, right? So that's all the mage cards, though. So overall, I think this is an arena card. I think Tide Pools will see play. I think Seabreeze Chalice will see play in both Druid and Mage. I think it'll be a very strong card. Over the Flow, Pack Filler, Rayla, I don't know. Kind of a weird effect. Not really sure how to evaluate that yet. Rising Tides, I think for Mage will be very meta dependent. For Druid, it'll be very good. Under the Sea, trash. Tsunami, I do not know. Like I said, Tsunami is either going to be like a sleeper hit and be an amazing card, or it's going to be shit. I don't know. It's going to be one of the two. Surfalopod, trash, and King Tide I think is cool. For Mage, at least. Anyone agree or disagree with any of my Mage takes? I think out of all these, the one I'm most excited about is King Tide. Because I like big spell mage. I want big spell mage to work, and this I think will help a lot. If you like, the situation I described earlier was playing this on 9 or 10 mana, right? Worst case scenario, you play this guy on 4, and then next turn, you can essentially play like a Sunset Volley for 5 mana, right? So even playing this guy on curve isn't bad. It's still letting you cheat out one big spell. Go with the flow seems like a really good card to randomly generate. Yeah, see, the only problem here is it's got no spell school. So, obviously, there's still ways to discover it. But if it had some kind of spell school, I think that would not only make the card better, but it would make it a little bit easier to discover as well. I don't know. This is, again, I whether or not this card is good, I think the design is really neat. I really like this design of having a different effect for a minion or like an enemy or an ally. Has there ever been an effect like this in the game? It really gives me like Magic the Gathering vibes, and I really like it. Other than that, I believe there's been some more neutrals revealed. Yeah. So we got a legendary here, Insidious. It's a 6 mana 2/10 neutral legendary with at the end of your turn, upgrade your eruptions and battle cry, shuffle 5 eruptions into your deck. And the eruption is a cast while drawn spell that deals 1 damage to all enemies. I think this card's really cool. I am day one going to be building some janky deck around this. Like shadow stepping it, like playing it multiple times with a rogue or something. The 210 stat line is kind of weird, but it makes sense, right? To have the 10 damage so it stays alive to try and buff up your eruptions. And also, it's guaranteed 1, right? Because it's at the end of your turn. So all the eruptions are essentially going to deal 2 damage minimum. Shadow, spell damage plus Sharp-Eyed Seeker. Oh, yeah. I was just yesterday talking about... No, Monday. Just on Monday, I was talking about how I wished Sharp-Eyed Seeker was good. Like, it's such a cool card, and it's just waiting for, like, the right moment to be good. Or this with, like, Gaslight Gatekeeper. Also, Ty, thanks for the bits again. Cheers. I think it's a cool card. So far, this is like a day one craft to me. I'm not saying it's going to be like competitive. I just think it's cool. This is exactly the kind of shit I love to play. So yeah, neat. And it is cool. Like you said, Shadow, it is cool how like spell damage can interact with this. But by default, this is essentially 10 damage to your opponent, right? Because it's shuffling in 5. At the end of the turn, they're upgrading once. So it's going to be 5 spells that deal 2 damage to all your enemies. So even if this dies the next turn, that's not even that bad. If it lives another turn, it's 15 damage. On top of the spell damage potential. Yeah, I think this would be a cool card. I think the Archmage is better than you think. Look at all the Mage 2 costs, including secrets. Yeah, I think my only problem is... is this what you mean by the Archmage? Or is there another Archmage card I missed? Yeah, assuming this is what you mean. I don't think this is necessarily bad. I think it's just different than I expected. Like, they've been pushing Spell Mage, right? And this, like, because it's a minion, right? So it, like, directly counters Spell Mage. Like, this would be a really cool effect to have in Spell Mage, but you obviously can't. So I'm just a little disappointed with it in that sense. Good card, but not great. Most of the time I'll just shuffle a bunch of 1 mana deal 10s into your deck. Yeah, but they're also autocast too, right? So you're not even paying the mana for it. Like I said, I don't think it's great. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's cool, for sure. The Sculptor? Marooned Archmage. Oh, yeah. So I think it's better than you think. Look at all the mage. Yeah, so I guess my only problem is I don't know. It's only the first card, right? Like, yeah, you can drop a 3 mana 3/3 and then play a free 1 or 2 cost spell. But then at that point, it's just a 3/3 on the board for the opponent to remove. I don't know. I could be wrong. We will have to see. That's why I'm doing the rating. Like I said, once all the cards are revealed, I'm going to rate them all. And then in a month or two, we'll go back and we'll see how right or wrong I was about them. But yeah, Invictus, very cool. I'll be crafting this card day one and playing a deck with it day one. And I feel like there's so many classes that could abuse this too. Rogue, obviously playing it multiple times. Maybe Druid with some spell damage. I like legendaries like this. I like these legendaries that can slot into a bunch of different decks and just be like janky fun, right? And then we got Adaptive Amalgam. It is a 1-mana 1/2 minion with all tribes, and it has Death Rattle. Shuffle this into your deck. It keeps all enchantments. So it's essentially Kingsbane, the minion. And this is another one where I don't think this card will be necessarily good, but I think there'll be a lot of cool, janky combos with this deck, both in Standard and in Wild. I think this card has so much potential. And I've mentioned it in previous streams, but the design on this set is just like off the rails. I feel like every card in this set revealed so far is just so like weird and different. And this is a perfect example of that. Sharpshooter, Demon Hunter's back, Naga and Mech discountable. Yeah, this fits into, this just replaces like Mistake or whatever, right? And then Naga Demon Hunter is also getting this guy, which is very, very good. So yeah, Naga Demon Hunter might be coming back with a menace. And then we have Sleepy Resident, 4-mana 3/5 taunt, Death Rattle, all other minions fall asleep. Man, Senjin Shieldmaster is like crying in a corner somewhere. The power creep is real. This is a cool card though. It's kind of like a 4-mana 3/5 taunt, freeze the enemy board when it dies. I don't really think it'll be playable, but it's cool design. Wavepool Thrasher we talked about yesterday. Is there any other neutrals? Oh yeah, this one's new. Terrible Chef, 3-mana 2/1, Battle Cry, summon an Arubian Egg, Death Rattle, destroy it. I don't know how I feel about this card. Without any kind of like combo potential, it's essentially just a 1-mana 2/1 with an Arubian Egg tacked on. Although I guess the Death Rattle, right? The Death Rattle, the fact that you destroy it. I don't know. The Undead tag could be relevant. Some kind of like Undead aggro deck, actually. Because it's kind of, you know, a 3-mana 6/5 in a way. What do you guys think? Also, thanks, Tide. Making it rain over here. What else do we got? Resort Valet. 4-mana 3/5 Pirate. Battlecry, discover a card for the newest expansion. I think this is cool in that this will, you know, like evolve over time, right? Assuming Blizzard like keeps up with it and it's not what do you call it? Like some spaghetti code somewhere that breaks. Airghast is 3 corpses. Oh yeah, that's true too. Yeah. If it is some kind of like undead aggro deck and corpses matter, it is 3 corpses for 1 card. That is true too. Yeah, I don't know who would utilize this. If it's like, I don't know if Undead Priest would still be a thing, or if it'd be like Death Knight. I could see this card being played in like an undead aggro deck. And then we have Cryopractor, 3-mana 3/3 Battlecry, give a minion +3/+3 and freeze it. Correct me if I'm wrong, or this just seems like an arena card again. Like, this could hit an opponent's minion for what it's worth, but would you really want to? Beached Whale. This is a funny card. 7 mana, 4/20. Haha. Taunt, Battlecry, deal 10 damage to this minion. Obviously, the dream is to cheat this out if possible for a 4/20 taunt. But yeah, I don't know. This is one of those cards I feel like we'll see play in Wild. But I don't think it'll be played in Standard. Because like Druid and other classes have ways to cheat stuff like this out. Like there's some cards that are still played, you know, what is it? Oaken Summons. You know, Oaken Summons is still used to cheat out some big minions like this. I don't know if there's a reliable way to cheat out like a 7 mana minion, but if there is, 420 for 7 is pretty good, right? I want an Easter egg involving Beached Whale and the Mad Bombers. You guys ever seen those videos of them blowing up the beached whales? Or not even blowing them up. There's I know when whales, like, I saw a video recently of a whale just dead in the water. And, you know, as it decomposes and gases build up inside, it gets like puffed up like a balloon. And eventually the pressure, it just gives and explodes. It's funny. Leo, Wild, Big Beast Hunter. Oh, Thunderbringer. Yep, Thunderbringer. Oh, and our Evolve high roll. That's true, actually. This would be a very nice Evolve target. So yeah, like I said, maybe not in Standard, although I could be wrong, but I think we'll be seeing this card. I think you might see this card cheated out in Wild. I think you might, yeah, see it. There's going to be some like trolled in clips of people evolving into this. I think you'll see this card. One way or another, you'll see this card. What else do we got? I think I saw these pirates already. More pirate bullshit. Is that it? I think so. I think these are maybe in order of like announcing. But yeah, what do you guys think about the set so far? I still stand by the fact that I'm really excited for it. A lot of cool ideas, a lot of like wacky cards. There's so many cards they've shown off so far that just have super weird, unique designs. I joked last stream that it's like the developers like took a weekend and just like ate shrooms and designed all these cards. Because some of these cards have like designs unlike anything we've seen in the game before. Just like really unique, weird designs. And I'm all for it. And there's the dual class system, the tourist system. So yeah, I'm really excited still for this set. So what is it? Tomorrow we got Paladin. So for the stream tomorrow we can talk about Paladin. And then, oh, and Rogue? Oh no. Oh, it's not all of Paladin tomorrow. Oh well. Who's paired up with Paladin? Like who gets Paladin cards? I should save the picture where they announced it. Let me see. I think it was in the news article. Mage. Okay. So whatever cards they reveal tomorrow, the Paladin cards, Mage will get to use them as well. Cool neutrals, more interesting than the class cards so far. Oh, 100%. There's so many weird, unique neutrals they've shown off so far. Like more than usual, it feels like. Like there's multiple cards here that I want to build decks around already. Gorgon Zoramu, super cool. Mixologist seems very good. Octomasseuse, I'm gonna build some janky deck around this with some kind of OTK. Grifta with the amulet seems good. Bayfin Bodybuilder, kind of some cool possible disruption there. Overplanner, I think, is amazing. I think Overplanner's low-key one of the best cards they've shown off so far. What else do we got? Insidious, like I said, Insidious I'll be crafting and playing day one. Adaptive Amalgam. Yeah, so many neat cards. But I guess it's time we move on. As the title mentioned, I will be playing Reno Warrior today. So Warrior is my favorite class of all time. It's not even close. But because I try to play like different decks for you guys all the time, I don't play it that often. But I've said it before that if I wasn't streaming, I would be like living my best life right now. The fact that Warrior has been so dominant for so long, I would be loving it. I love playing Control Warrior. So I'll be playing Reno Warrior. See if I can hit Legend today or get close at least. I think I'm Diamond 4 right now. The only problem with hitting Legend with a slower deck, this is one reason I don't hit Legend all the time, is because I generally play slower decks, and the climb from Diamond 5 to Legend is obviously much slower with a control deck. So we'll see how it goes. But what I'll do is I'll just run a quick ad on Twitch so we don't have any ads for a while, and then we'll get things started. So if you get hit by the ad, I'll see you in about a minute and a half. For anyone who can tell, I was lazy and did not get my haircut yesterday. I have to go tomorrow. That's the goal. But yeah, this deck is just one of the popular decks I grabbed online. I think I changed one card. But all your typical stuff's there. The notable kind of like addition to your typical Reno Warrior deck is Marin. Just because Marin was only added last week or whenever it was. Which I think Marin with Bran will be really fun. So I'm curious to see how that goes. But you got all the classic stuff. You got Boom Boss. Got Ziliax. Got Inventor Boom. Got Ignis. ETC has Dirty Rat. You know, depending on the matchup, maybe there's something you want a Dirty Rat. It's got Fizzle for kind of like the control mirror. And then it's got Brawl if needed against an aggro deck. Other than that, it's your basic stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I think I'm Diamond 4. Let me switch this before I forget. Oh, never mind. Diamond 6. Whatever. I got bonus stars. We'll get into Diamond 5 really quick. All right. Let's get things started. Azek? A what? Cockroach, game 1. By the way, is the volume okay, guys? I feel like both the music and the game feel a little louder than usual today. What's the Cockroach playing? Reno Death Knight? Smell and everything? Oh yeah, I'm almost at 1K subs. Yeah, I'm like 20 away. I'm checking constantly. I'm very, very close to 1,000, which yeah, I will be monetized. Yeah, I've had the watch time for monetization months ago. I've blown past the requirement for watch time. Which is so funny because I feel like there's like a disconnect there. Like, it's taking me about 5 months to hit 1,000 subs. I hit the watch time in like 2 months. I think you need 400 hours watched. Like, I can just tell you some of my recent videos how many hours they got. I think it's 400 hours you need. I don't want him to keep drawing. Feels bad or whatever. Yeah, let's say my last custom Hearthstone video from Sunday. Let's see how many hours it has. Has 100 hours. So yeah, 4 of those videos I hit the view time requirement. But I guess it was kind of similar to... Oh, another one? Ah, did I really do this? Also, it's not Reno. No, I'm not going to do that. I want to coin out like Bran if possible. But yeah, it's kind of similar to Twitch. When I first got affiliate on Twitch, I hit the required viewership on Twitch pretty quickly. But the thing that was the bottleneck was the follower number. You need the main things you need for Twitch affiliation is 3 average viewers and 50 followers. And I hit 3 average viewers when I was at like 20 or 30 followers or something like that. So the followers was the thing I was waiting on for a long time. And then now with YouTube, same thing. I have the watch time. I have more than enough watch time, but it's the subscribers I need. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, Do me a favor, hit that button. I'm like 20 subs away. All right, guess he's gonna draw some cards. Hey Thiago, I am playing Reno Warrior today. Going back to my roots. Warrior is my favorite class, and it's not even close. So we'll see if we can get Legend today or get close to Legend. Also, Shadow, thanks for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. I want to save the coin for Bran if possible. I could play this, but if I wait till next turn... Let's see what we get off here. That's not bad. That was the worst target. That was chill. Yeah, there's an unbalance to subs for sure. Yeah, like, who knows, right? Maybe for some people, they hit 1,000 subs and they still don't have enough viewership. Or they're not gonna have watch hours, right? But, so, like, I don't know if I am getting, like, the average for viewership or not, but like I said, I hit the 400 hours, like, 2 months in. Like, I don't know how many hours I have total. Does it say? Yeah. So here's a good example. So for anyone unfamiliar, let me do this quick. That is the worst one to hit. Okay. So yeah, for anyone familiar, the main two things you have to do to be monetized on YouTube is you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 400 hours watched on your videos. So I am at 981, so I'm 19 subs away. My watch time, just in the last month, I've had 3,000 hours watched. So, like, it's just crazy that I'm getting 1,000 subs finally, and just in the last 30 days, I have almost 10 times the required watch time. So something's like you said, Zek, it's like the requirements, they don't really like balance out, at least to me. But maybe some people, you know, they have lower hours watched when they hit 1,000 and mine's just high. I don't know. Or I'm just gaining subs slow and my watch time's normal. I don't know. Also, I love when people kill their own gold panners because it's... Ah, you bitch. Alright, we just coin Bran. Still at full life. It's fine. Okay. Coin Bran. Yeah, we can afford it. Next turn, I could Badlands Brawler, maybe, depending on the situation, or I could Burrow Buster and Treasure. Got a few options. This might be one of those games where I like get to 10 and just try and burn the plagues or something. Also, just double checking again. The game's not too loud or anything, right, guys? It's really loud in my head today for some reason. All right, yeah, well, Badlands Brawler. Actually, the really nice thing here is Badlands Brawler will trigger. This will die and spawn the ghoul, and then it'll brawl again. Oh, but next turn I could Dirty Rat into Badlands Brawler.
So many choices.
I could Burrow Buster, trade here, and then either play the Epic Treasure or armor up and slam that. How much damage would I be taking? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would be at 17. I don't think I should. Because, yeah, hitting Dirty Rat into Badlands Brawler would be so nice. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to do it. It's too risky. Because if I draw a few plagues, it could kill me. Zek, I think it's pretty standard. I see YouTubers all the time talking about only an X% of viewers being subbed. Yeah, I forget off the top of my head what, like, my ratio is. But feels good, though. Feels good that we're about to hit 1,000 finally. But it's annoying being so close. It's like I remember Twitch when I was like less than 10 follows away from getting affiliated. And I feel like that right now. Like I'm so close to getting 1,000, I just want to hit it already. And I talked about this last stream, but I think I have to Reno here to... This into shield block is 3 mana. I think I'll do that. Oh, don't draw plagues though.
No.
3. If I draw a frost plague or a holy plague, I'm really not happy. Maybe just Reno. Play it safe.
Maybe.
I think I'd play Reno because then next turn I can maybe play Marin. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so I talked about a bit about it last stream, but I have something pretty fun planned for, you know, I've been trying to think of ideas for like 1,000 sub celebration, and one of them is, you know, for anyone unfamiliar, before Hearthstone, there was a World of Warcraft trading card game, and the first couple years of Hearthstone were heavily influenced by that game, to the point where a lot of the card art from the first couple years of Hearthstone is directly pulled from that card game. A lot of the card names, the ideas and stuff came from that card game. So what I did is don't draw a bunch, please. What I did was I found some packs online. So I ordered some packs of the World of Warcraft trading card game, and they should be in next week. And then I'm going to open them on stream with you guys, because when I opened the Magic packs last week, it was a lot of fun. So looking to do something like that again. And then it'll almost be like I'll be opening physical Hearthstone cards. So I think that'll be fun. Don't draw plagues, please. All right. Those all kind of suck. I might just keep my hand full here. Just play ETC. So I'm gonna burn one, whatever I pick second. What do I want? Fizzle? I thought about maybe taking Dirty Rat, but I have one already. And yeah, Zek, it's pretty cool. Like I said, a bunch of the WoW TCG cards, it's literally just Hearthstone art. Or rather, the Hearthstone art is from them. But you guys will see when I open them next week. It'll be really cool.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
My blood for the Lich King.
Stop playing stuff, man. Okay. I could...
It's so crazy. It just might work.
I could Yogg, steal this, trade, shield slam that. The only problem is I'll draw a card next turn. He's dealing 4 damage. Does he have a way to deal 5 damage from hand? That's the question.
Been in tighter scrapes, Reno.
I got to do it still. Don't screw me over, Yogg. Oh, this is dead. What happened? Okay, that's fine.
Feel that healing beat.
Okay. Okay, I got armor, which is nice.
We only need one.
Okay. The fact he hasn't played Helya yet is very relevant. If I'm not dead here, it'd be very, very nice.
We only need one.
Okay, wow. Wow, okay. That's huge. So I'm gonna try to fill my hand again, though. Yeah, let's fill my hand. It kind of sucks because, like, I really want to draw Boom Boss or Ignis. But what is this? Half my deck is Plagues right now, and my health is so low, I can't afford to risk it. So we gotta go big brain, guys. Overdraw the Plagues. Or at least, yeah, build up like a health buffer. If I can build up a health buffer. Wow. If I was him, I would have just taken the 6 and done 3 to me. Seems like a mistake. Alright. Play this guy. Does this pull anything out of my deck? Elemental and Beast. Oh, it pulls the Viper out. Do I even care at this point? I think I care. I just want the taunt. This kills this. Do I take the rush guy?
Fast here.
I'll take the taunt. I kind of misplayed at the end there. Yeah, I should have glowing glyphed here.
Death cannot be bound.
Yeah, I screwed up. Goddamn cockroaches, guys. Yeah, he pressured me a lot. I tossed away some early game cards in the beginning. I didn't think he'd pressure me that much early on. He got like 10 damage on the board very quick. Got me on like the 15. Oh well. I should have taken the rush guy. Alright, Druid. What's Druid even playing right now?
The forest fights back.
For Cosmoda!
There's like some aggro Druid deck right now, isn't there? Forge this on 2, maybe play it on 3, turn 4, shield block, armor smith. I'm pissed about that last game. I should have taken the rush guy. The evil one, yes, Thiago. The cockroaches, they last. They keep going. Dragon Druid? It's a Reno? Just chill, I guess. The hedgehog one. Oh, there is like a hybrid druid deck people are playing right now, right? It has like some hero power, some spell damage, and some dragon, I think. I think I'm favored in this matchup.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
ETC. I feel like any of these could be relevant in this matchup. Alright, so he has a dragon in hand. Do I ETC here? This could be a decent hand to fizzle, actually. I'll do that. I don't think I'll need the Brawl. I have the Brawler, I have Reno, and I already have a Dirty Rat in hand. And like, what do I want to get out of his hand besides like Raystraza? But even Raystraza, I just get rid of with Reno.
Relaxation for all.
It's fine. I'm surprised I don't use like the 4-choice Discover more often. Ooh, okay, that's a nice draw. Do I wait to fizzle now? I think I do. Let's see what we get here. I gotta save that, right? Because this will go here regardless. Like, I either do that or I just lose the 2-1, which who cares about the 2-1? You could just hero power and kill it next turn anyways. Are you playing wild for legend or just standard? Oh, this is standard right now. I should shoot for legend in wild. Maybe next month. Maybe next month before the expansion launches, I'll shoot for legend in wild. I don't know if I've ever got legend in wild, actually, now that I think about it. Actually, no, I probably have at some point. I think I did it with like Kingsbane Rogue once, but it hasn't been a long time. So maybe I'll do that next month. What deck do you think I should play to hit legend in wild? Is the Demon Seed still like terrorizing the meta? Wow, he's gonna shoot me? Okay. Sure. There is fizzle now. Why did I thought that was gonna clear the board. I can't math apparently. I think I just fizzle now. This hand is really good to fizzle. Alright, let's screenshot it. Even though literally every time I screenshot the snapshot, I never use it. Please, not Demon Seed Solitaire. That is true. That I feel like Demon Seed's kind of boring to watch. It is kind of like Solitaire, like you said. Hey, Amy. Yep, playing some Reno Warrior today. Going back to my roots. Warrior is my favorite class. Like, not even close. So, thought I'd push for Legend with Warrior this month. Since the last few months, I've got Legend with more like aggro decks. Wanted to slow it down this time. It'll take a bit longer, but be a bit more fun. Like, I saw the top deck right now, I think it's Hand Buff Paladin, which I got Legend with Paladin last month, and I just didn't want to do the same thing again. Alright. Perfect turn. Oh my god. Alright. This hand is so dirty. We got Boom Boss more than likely next turn. We could Dirty Rat into Brawler. Wow, we got so many options. So he's not Reno, we know that much. If I'm making it to Legend this month, it'll probably be with this deck too, or Wheellock. Oh, you'll have to send me your Wheellock deck. I'm curious to see it. What's this guy doing? I'm over 30 life. I'm not dead, right? Would be interesting to see what a wild deck could achieve in wild. Maybe Priest or Warlock if it can reach Legend. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to take a look at like the meta wild decks. There's a lot of viable stuff in wild right now. Like I think obviously the meta in wild is much more diverse. I'm not dead here, right? There's no way. Do I use Reno? Reno and then Boom Boss next turn? Wow, I'm surprised he played that. Because you didn't even get the 1/1. I think I'll just play it safe. Get rid of the last charges on the locations too. Oh, it's never mind. It's not Reno. I was gonna say if it's Reno and he has Raystraza, I have another Reno in the snapshot. We're fine. Oh, Leo, you went to Reno deck. Oh, like a Reno Priest or Reno Warlock. I feel like you guys would talk me into like Reno, Renathal, Odd Warlock to Wild or to Legend or something. Actually, speaking of that, I uploaded the video on YouTube today of the Quest, Odd, Reno, Renathal, Galakron Warlock. Which that was a fun stream. Oh, what's the Druid one again? Let me look it up. Just Boom Boss? Actually, let me check the hand first. Is there anything worth dirty ratting out? It has King Togwaggle. Oh, it's two minions. So I'll pull out Togwaggle and Azalina. Sure. Alright, no risk of him pulling off any stupid combos. Oh, I didn't even realize I hadn't excavated twice. I was like, why did he live? The Brawler's supposed to win. Yeah, probably Boom Boss. Maybe I'll Burrow Buster. So Eventer Boom does something. Am I actually going to get to use my snapshot, guys? That is the question. Reno Murloc, Honorable Kill Cthulhu. Take this to Legend and become the Legend. Man, I wonder if you could take Cthulhu to Legend. That would be cool. Because Cthulhu is my favorite card and like my favorite deck of all time, right? Wonder if you could take Cthulhu to Legend in 2024. Wonder what the best class for Cthulhu is. Oh, a nice 3-mana Pyroblast. Right? I guess I'm not gonna Boom Boss. Oh, okay. How much damage does he have here? 4, 5, 6, 9 damage. Okay, never mind. He has no damage. All right. Depending on the result, I was maybe going to Ignis there, but that collapse was perfect. Shout out to whoever watched my Excavate tier list. I had collapse in S tier, I believe. I'm like never not happy to hit collapse. Oh. Actually, I wasn't even paying attention to what else is in his hand. He has Spreading Plague, Branching Paths, and the Spellstone. Alright, either of those, I don't care. Ciliax is good. Sets up Inventor Boom. I'll wait one turn. I could break this right before he breaks it. This is gives something +4 attack. What are the effects this guy gets? Remixed musician. Let's look.
You've been in tighter scrapes, Reno.
Divine Shield, Wind Fury, Lifesteal, Poisonous. I don't think I care. Just take the 4 attack? Yeah, I'll take the 4 attack. Oh, actually, it pairs go with Ziliax. I didn't think about that. I forgot it was 0. 4 more life. Yep, that was the obvious play. Yeah, so he'll swing once more with the weapon, possibly, and then I'll just break it on my next turn. So I will Viper Ignis, probably? And I'd really like to Boom Boss, though, before he draws through his whole deck. Surprised he's drawing. Like, actually, I could just Boom Boss here, right? Like, do I even care if he has 20 mana next turn? What's he going to do with it? He's used 2 swipes already. Ooh, I can even make him draw right away, too. Actually, I'm going to do that. Boom Boss, guys. Boom Boss is, like, the worst card in this whole deck. Worst as in, like, the most tilting. Oh, he might not even swing, so who cares? He won't have 20 mana. Yeah, he won't have 20 mana anyways. Okay. Oh, I should have done this first. Oh, no, I want the TNT in. Alright. Draw all the TNT. Just draw all of them, and that's GG. Oh, there goes Marin's Treasure. Being on the receiving end of this is like the worst feeling in the entire game. Like, I feel so bad for playing this card. Oh, this Fae.
I'm out of compass.
Okay. I feel bad. God, it's so mean. Like, that's not cool, man. Every time that ever happens to me, I want to uninstall the game. Boom Boss is a guilty pleasure, yes. That is one way to put it, for sure. It's something you like doing in secret, but you don't want anyone to know about. Oh, man. Oh, another cockroach, guys. I shouldn't have lost that last game, though. We'll see if I learned my lesson. I'll keep this combo. I'm keeping this, too. Like this right on 4, maybe? Yeah, one of the problems with the last Death Knight match is I tossed away some of my removal because I didn't think he would be like have as aggressive of a start as he did. Also, what the hell is this coin? Boom Boss is kind of okay. Bran is still the problem. Yeah, also, once again, I didn't get to use my snapshot screenshot. Goddamn cockroaches, guys. Thiago, it's time for revenge. Yes, it is. Alright, we'll forge that so I can play Ignis on 4. But yeah, I still stand by the fact that Bran needs to be reworked. Like, even at 8 mana, even at 10 mana, it would still be played at 10 mana. Like, the effect is just game warping. It's so strong. Give us a good common. The buff or rock would be amazing. Do I care to lose, like, 1 life? Next turn, I'll probably play Ignis. I'll hold it. Turn 4, we'll play Ignis. Maybe turn 5, ETC and Water Source. Why so many cockroaches, man? Like, I really wonder if Cockroach Death Knight is going to... doesn't even trade. I wonder if Cockroach Death Knight is going to stay this popular, like, until it rotates. I think I Ignis. Do I do a 10 mana though? That's the question. I think I do, right? Because if I get like the lifesteal and or the armor, it's like GG. Lifesteal, give me armor. All right. If I get this weapon out, game's over. But yeah, Leo, like you said, it's Boom Boss is good, but Brand just makes it oppressive. Also, Reno's getting nerfs tomorrow, I believe. So we'll see what happens there. Aw, you piece of shit. Oh, this is a nice combo with the Frost Plague, though, because it'll get rid of the what do you call it? The penalty, right? Nice. On one hand, it's nice to draw those plagues before Helia, but on the other, really annoying. Zek, some of the recent cards are like the skipped. Some of the recent cards have skipped a few steps on the power creep table. Like I'm pretty sure Reno isn't supposed to come out till 2027 or 2028. Yeah, so I'm really curious. Reno is going to get nerfed tomorrow. I'm really curious if they're going to bump him up to 10 or if they're actually going to change his text. Because I think the text needs to be changed. I think the best way to do it is make it like a symmetrical effect. So it wipes the entire board and it limits both sides to 1. I think that's the most fair change. Like the fact that it has no drawback and it's so punishing. Let's see what we got here. Oh, just swimming in armor. Honestly, I don't even care. At this point, I'm back up to 30 life. I can draw the plagues before Helia. I'm fine with that. Leo, idea for a neat but maybe unfair card. Start a game. Look at 3 cards from your opponent's deck. Ban one of them and all copies of it. Yeah, I feel like that would result in a lot of like feels bad games. Because imagine playing like Sith Mage or Odin Warrior and then they hit that card. And it's like, you might as well just concede, right? Do I have an... Okay, so I have exactly 4 excavates. So if I Burrow Buster, yeah, I can get the legendary when I blast charge. I didn't know if I needed to double one of the battle cries. Oh, that's a good one to hit too. All right, we're in a really, really good spot. We only got 2 plagues left in the deck. Okay, it's not that bad. We only got, what, 5 plagues. We have a really, really good weapon. This can trade into it. Yeah, we're in a good spot. This man is playing a children's card game. You talking me or my opponent? Because you're not wrong if it's me. Just drop ETC. What do I want off ETC? Or do I just shield block? Dig for like Bran, Reno, Ziliax. I think I'll do that. Alright, I'll probably weapon rate on 10. But it's more like a fun suggestion would be kind of OP. Yeah, I think, like I said, it is a cool suggestion, but I think any card that results in you wanting to just like concede the game turn 1, it might not go over well. All right, let's clear with Bellowing Flame. Obviously gonna armor up. I'll just chill. Next turn, more than likely play the weapon. It might get to the point where I play the weapon and I just fill my hand up and just chill. Oh, what a dirty Blade Storm. Oh, and Reno too. Okay. Might as well ETC then. Maybe I do Dirty Rat then. What could I get? Reska? The Primus? I don't think I need the snapshot. I never get the snapshot. Every time I play Fizzle, I screenshot it every single time, and I cannot remember the last time I actually opened the snapshot, so I'll just take Dirty Rat. We'll just chill. Bruh, it seems like every time I join your stream, you have 3 Frost Plagues in your deck. Yeah, you're not wrong. This is the second Cockroach I've played against today already. I was saying earlier, like, I genuinely wonder if Cockroach Death Knight is going to stay, like, popular until it rotates. It's crazy to me that's still as popular as it is. Jake, it seems balanced. If your deck revolves around a single card win condition, it isn't a healthy meta. You're not wrong. For sure. Speaking of unhealthy metas, let's play Bran. Oh, I could Dirty Rat out the what is it? The rat as well. I absolutely despise Plague Death Knight. Hey, I'm glad we're on the same page, man. Cockroach Death Knight. Alright, that's a little annoying. Ah, that was... Actually, that we don't really care about that. We have the weapon. So I'm going to Reno here. Oh, no, our boom boss. It's okay. Yeah, I keep thinking about adding like a cockroach emoji into my chat. You guys can spam the cockroach whenever we get against Death Knight. Yeah, I'll just play the weapon now. I think it's GG. There's no way he has like weapon removal, right? So is there anything I care to burn at this point? Not really. So I think I'll just fill up my hand if possible and then just chill.
I'm gonna make a killing.
We need more Triple Blood Death Knight. I agree. Triple Blood was my absolute favorite version of Death Knight since it's been released. And Blood has not got any love like since release. So I'm hoping Blood gets some good cards soon. It was the only fun archetype the class ever had. Yeah, I agree, man. Alright, let's get Celiax. So, how do I do this to keep my hand full? Actually, I could do this. Alright, what 2 do I want? I don't want the draw. Oh, imagine this was deck. Get rid of the plagues. I'll do this. Oh, shit, you get to pick this. Okay. Why did I not think it worked that way? Wow, okay. I'm just straight chilling now. Easy game. Blood got some love in Festival of Legends with that 5-cost Banshee that summons guys. Yeah, I feel like that card was good for like a month, and that's not really been great since then. But part of the problem is that Blood Death Knight lost so many good cards to rotation. If Blood Death Knight still had like Patchwork, Blood Boil, Mograine, I think it would be in a much better spot. Burn the Plagues. It doesn't... Oh, I get the Battle Cry. Yeah. I'm just ignoring this. I don't even care.
One shot is all I need.
This game's over, though. Just chill at 10 cards. First, they need Triple Frost to actually work. I feel like Blizzard, they're... After how strong Triple Rune decks were when Death Knight first came out, they're, like, scarred. Like, they're so scared of Triple Rune decks being meta again. Because when Death Knight first came out, Triple Frost was very, very, very strong. It got multiple nerfs, I believe. And then Triple Unholy was a thing a little bit. But then, yeah, Triple Blood was very strong as well. So I think they're scared of just triple decks being strong again. But I don't know. I think triple decks should be strong, right? You're making a very, like, narrow deck, focusing on one type of card. There should be strong payoffs for it. That's my opinion, at least. Bro, I think it's a good thing that Triple Frost isn't playable, to be honest. It was just a burn combo deck. Yeah, I feel like that's the closest thing we've ever had to, like, a red burn deck from Magic the Gathering. Oh yeah, I want to keep my hand full if possible, right? How many plagues do I got? 6 in the deck. Actually, it's not even that bad. 6 out of 17. Because I could Dirty Rat, Badlands Brawler here. I'm at 35 life. I can afford to do that. Get some good shit. That's not good. Where did that come from? Alright, I think we're still fine. Triple Frost definitely made Trump quit the game. I'll never forgive Blizzard. Yes, rest in peace, Trump. I think Trump might have been my favorite, like, Hearthstone content creator. He's the whole reason I do, like, the custom card series, right? Speaking of that, if you're watching on YouTube, normally I don't say this, but if you're watching on YouTube and you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that button. I am less than 20 subscribers away from 1,000. I'm 19 away. So let's see if we can hit that this week. Mike, I'd like to hit it by the weekend. Okay. Let's just fill up my hand again and just chill. Here, I'll take a 1 as some possible burst or removal. Yep. And I'll take another 10. Armor. Oh, actually, that's more burst. I don't think I need the 8 cost. Let's take the burst damage. See what we get. Okay. Actually, this could be lethal, right? If I hit face and they both go face. It's 100%, right, guys? 100% chance. 100% chance, guys. Zek, I've been trying to get the Frost Death Knight Reborn thing to work, but I think it needs more cards. And that's like the inherent problem with Death Knight, right? Is it's essentially 3 shitty classes combined into one. So, yeah, basically every rune doesn't really have enough support. Which, it's a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. I give Blizzard credit. I think the rune system is a really cool idea. Shove it, Cockroach Death Knight. But yeah, I think the rune system is a really cool idea. It's just the execution hasn't been the best.
You ain't never seen a light blood.
Alright, I'm at 55 health. Who gives a shit?
You ain't never seen a light come on.
I'm at 10 cards, so I'm just burning the plagues. I probably should kill that. I have... Oh, there's no frost plagues left. There we go, bruh. No more frost plagues. I have 6 blood, which I don't really care. So maybe I just drop. I did not think about that happening. All right, I'll draw a card next turn. It's fine. I'm at 45 life. I'll just keep going face, I think. He's 3 cards away from fatigue. There's no way I lose this. Can't you just kill him? Did I have lethal there? I don't think I lethal there, right? Bruh, this game is in decline and it kind of sucks to see. It's very slowly bleeding up players and content creators. It's mostly Blizzard's fault. Yeah, I'm not going to deny it. Hearthstone is definitely, like, past its peak, right? One thing I think could help a lot is... I'm not going to play that. 100%, guys. 100% lethal. 100% lethal, guys. Got revenge on the cockroach. But let me... Here, I'm going to run an ad on Twitch. Oh, Diamond 5, okay. I'm going to run an ad on Twitch, and then I'll catch up on some of your guys' messages. But yeah, bro, so like I said, yeah, the game is definitely past its peak, which I kind of regret in a way, you know, getting into this, as it's very much past its prime. And I agree, you know, I think this sounds really mean. This sounds really mean, and but I think a lot of the Hearthstone content creators have just gotten lazy, you know, and that's why I keep trying to do different things. I'm trying to do like the custom videos, the top 5 videos. I don't want to just upload gameplay. You know, I've said it before. I think a lot of the Hearthstone content creators got popular when the game was on the up and ups, and they've kind of just been riding that out ever since. Like, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole or like talk shit or anything, but that's just how I kind of see it. But one thing I think could help the game a lot is there's been leaks and, you know, basically signs that the game is going to be coming out on Steam. You know, Blizzard has said that they're going to transition all their games to Steam eventually. Diablo and Overwatch are there already, and there's multiple things. You know, there was a Hearthstone trailer that came out recently, and at the end it had the Steam symbol on it, but then they took it down and re-uploaded it without the Steam symbol. And there's also files in the game that reference Steam. So it seems to me that it's going to come to Steam, hopefully sooner than later. Sorry, I'm gassy. And I think releasing on Steam could breathe a lot of life into the game. You know, there's a lot of people on Steam who they don't want to use like other launchers. They're very like anti other launchers. Like if it's not on Steam, they don't want to play it. And I think if they release Hearthstone on Steam and maybe do some big ad on like the front page saying like, oh, Hearthstone now on Steam, I think that could bring a huge influx in players. I think that could breathe like a second life into the game. So I hope that it does come to Steam. I have high hopes there. Leo, that's why everyone plays Rainbow. Yeah, basically, like I said, when Death Knight first came out, everyone played Triple Rune. Then they nerfed it. Now everyone plays Rainbow. No one plays Triple Rune. It's like impossible to balance. Leo, yeah, Battlegrounds definitely is keeping Hearthstone afloat as well. Legends of Runeterra pivoted into PvE. I'd hate to see Hearthstone's focus be Battlegrounds. I agree. I do think Hearthstone's still making them a shit ton of money. Like, it's just no doubt about that, but just not as much as it once was, right? The game is dead. It's called every year. People still buy packs like lunatics. Yeah, like I said, I don't think the game is as strong. This is nice hand. I don't think the game is as popular as it once was, but I still think it's doing decent. Oh, yeah, bro. My 10 cost weapon. I forgot I picked Wind Fury. I guess I could have killed him a turn earlier there. Amy, when a friend and I came back to the game at the start of Whizbangs, the first thing that surprised us was the lack of content about Hearthstone. Yeah, like I said, I do think Hearthstone YouTube content is definitely in decline. And that's one reason I started doing this, was I saw an opportunity for some of the content I remember seeing years ago that people just don't do anymore. You know, a lot of the people who did unique Hearthstone content, they stopped playing because they played the game for 10 years and like did content for 10 years. And then other people just got lazy, like I said. You know, you look at like 90% of Hearthstone channels on YouTube, and all they're doing is just releasing clips of their stream. They're just releasing gameplay clips, which is fine. Like, some people, that's all they want to watch, but I think there's just so much more potential there. So what is this guy playing? Peak popularity of Hearthstone was in 2015. It's been stable since 2020, not really declining. Yeah, Tom, that's a good way to put it, actually. I would say it's stable. Hearthstone definitely has like a core audience that's not going anywhere, right? Okay. That saves me 2 mana. Bruh says Hearthstone peaked in Nath3, even though it wasn't the player count peak. Yeah, Nath3 was a good expansion. Alright, I hope he kills my totem, because I do not want to overdraw. Is this Reno Shaman? It might be. Leo, a lot of them are pricks. You're open-minded and relaxed. That's a plus. Thanks, man. Amy, we ended up discovering people we enjoy, but at the start, it really felt like there was not much going on. And it was so weird because Hearthstone is far from dead. Yeah, for sure. I do think Hearthstone's big enough for there to be more, like, big content creators, right? Your content feels fresh. That plus the quality of your stream is really nice. Thanks. I do put a lot of effort in, right? When basically, actually, I should do something first. I kind of want to kill my own totem, so I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, so when I started streaming and doing YouTube, I basically said to myself that I'm going to put in a lot of effort, right? If I'm going to do this, I'm not going to half-ass it. So I put a lot of work in behind the scenes. I put a lot of time into my editing. I put a lot of time into researching stuff, and I work a full-time job, right? So this has essentially been like a second job, and it's been a lot of work. But yeah, that was basically my goal, was don't half-ass it, put a lot of work into it. I said to myself originally that I would at least do it for 6 months. And if I didn't hit 6 months and it didn't seem like it was going to go somewhere, I would just stop. But no, it's been going good. I'm 5 months in now. I'm about to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. All my videos get a couple thousand views, which is nice. So yeah, it's been nice. It feels like my hard work has been paying off. Just armor up. Bruh, how are you able to keep up with like 3 different arguments? I couldn't. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I've got better at keeping up with chat. I remember when I started to get more people talking, it was a little overwhelming at first, especially basically on my screen. I have like Twitch chat right here and YouTube chat right here. I have them separated, so I have to read both of them. But yeah, it's taken some work for sure. And that's my excuse for making misplays sometimes. Sometimes I am talking with you guys and interacting with you guys and reading chat, and I'm like playing the game like on autopilot. And that's why I make mistakes sometimes. I still remember like my first month of streaming, I made so many stupid misplays and I understood it. I was like, oh, it makes sense why streamers, you know, suck at games sometimes. It's tough to like balance everything going on sometimes. Just play Ignis. This has to be Reno, right? Card grader, watcher. Take lifesteal. Actually, poisonous could be nice for the Dr. Holiday slimes. Or frogs, rather. Is that a stupid idea? I'm gonna do it. Oh, I was hoping for the armor, though. Raren is successful because of his content is original. Oh, 100%. Like, Raren is my biggest inspiration by far. Like, when I started doing this, his content is the type of content I want to do, right? Where, yeah, and like you said, that's why he's successful, because not many people, not many Hearthstone creators are doing original content like that. So yeah, he's been a huge inspiration, you know, doing things that aren't just gameplay. That's why I do the tier lists, I do top 5s, I do my custom Hearthstone. I try to switch it up. And it shows, because my most successful content by far are those videos. Like, my non-gameplay videos are my most successful. It's not even close. Do I just get this out? He might Reno or Yogg next turn. But what else do I do? Whatever. Tomka, card games are mostly for streams. It's hard to get new players in with videos. Amy, as I said, the first time I watched you, I was so impressed with the stream's quality, especially the camera and the whole setup is really nice. The background lights are such a vibe. Thanks. Yeah, I've it's funny. When I first started, I didn't put too much money into my stream because for all I knew, it was going to go nowhere, right? So I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on equipment and it'd just be a waste of money. So I basically bought some, not like shitty equipment, but like, you know, the lowest end decent equipment. And over time I started upgrading things. So I upgraded my camera, I put lights here, I put lights in the back. Yeah, I slowly upgraded stuff over time. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. And that ties in again to me wanting to put in effort and make sure like things look good, right? And sound good. Because if someone opens a stream and it looks or sounds like shit, they're gonna turn away, right? So you want to, like, I think that's the most important thing, is making sure you look and sound okay. There's some Marin. Might as well. I will draw. I have so many expensive things I could hit still. Leo. Take the game and themselves too seriously instead of pricks. On the other hand, oops. I missed that button. On the other hand, there are some cool guys I miss. Yeah, there is some, and that's part of the problem, right? There are some old Hearthstone content creators that were amazing. And like very like charismatic and unique. Like you said, Trump, Amaz, Reynad. Yeah, there was some really good people I used to watch on YouTube. You'll never be able to replace Trump. You are very right. Zach, next time I lose, I'm blaming chat too. You guys are the perfect excuse. What can I say? Amy, also don't overwork yourself. Full-time job, plus this sounds exhausting. Yeah, it is a lot of work. There's been some days, yeah, it's been a little exhausting for sure. Do I just kill that? Sure. It'd be a little bit of a bummer if you vipered it, but holy shit, good thing I didn't pass. You should show off your rank, people care. Oh yeah, good point. Here, give me a sec. Ah, you son of a bitch. Slide this over. There we go. Good point, Tomka. Or stop distracting me, chat, as he looks at his one viewer count. I'll do that too. Oh, Hex was nice off that. Snapshot. I'll probably end up taking Snapshot too, actually. I kind of wanted to save this until Brand, but I have 4 Excavates, right? So it's not that important. Or I could coin out the wand? Oh, no, overdraw. Oh, no, I could do this. Oh, I got Brand. Zero mana Brand, guys. Totally balanced. Alright, now we do this. Wow, the one time that's not awful to hit. Hit this or this. Ah. God damn, we're cooking. That actually wasn't bad to hit either, because I used up a bunch of cards there. Or Crip. Oh, yeah, Leo, Crip. Yeah, Crip was one of the people. I stopped watching him. Like, I guess, you know, he's still around, right? Crip is still very, very popular, but he only plays Battlegrounds. But yeah, back when he played Arena, Crip, I used to watch all the time. Leo, is this really a thing? Not watching a fun stream because rank is too low? I would say so. You know, there's different types of viewers out there, right? And 100%, there's people in the world that they want to watch like a pro, right? They want to watch someone in Legend. They want to maybe watch to, you know, get better at the game, or, you know, yeah, like see tips and stuff like that. And there's other people that just want to like watch fun people. Loopy, is it rat time? Yeah, it is rat time. Good one. Actually, that's nice. It makes Dr. Holiday a little worse. Do I just Badlands Brawler? Probably, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, I have so much removal. Crypt can be brought back, to be honest. He's still invited to Path of Exile events, even though he made one video in the game in like 2015. But he just has to make something that picks his interest. That is true. You never know. Maybe, like, say, let's, you know, recently we talked about how they're probably going to add Monk to the game at some point in the next year or two. And when they do add Monk to the game, maybe they'll do some special event. And yeah, I could see them going to Crip or going to other Battlegrounds players and being like, hey, go stream and play Monk. So yeah, you could see some Crip back in Standard at some point. Wow, Tendril Shaman. We just went back in time like 3 months, guys. Also, Day 9. Day 9 is another one that granted, he still streams, but not necessarily like Hearthstone. But yeah, Day 9 was always a favorite of mine to watch. Where's Boom Boss? What's he got? 10 cards. Oh, it's a little annoying. The TNT will just, like, the tendrils will eat up the TNTs, right? Still probably good to do. And then, do I shield slam the Yogg? His hand size is 11. Oh, I forgot he played the auto amplifier so early. Zek, you're heading out. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for good luck. Have a good night. See you tomorrow, maybe. I might still play this tomorrow. We'll see. This is only the mind control or the attack. Who cares? Okay, just kill Yogg. Baking soda volcano. What did it get in his hand? A tendril. Leo, don't see the logic behind this, as in Legend, there's not that much different decks or even fooling around. I watch streams because the deck excites me, not the rank. I agree. I'm very much the same. Where I, you know... That's actually the best thing to hit, so I'm fine with that. I'm the same way that pretty much all of the like content creators I watch for Hearthstone, I watch them for like the entertainment and like the fun factor, right? I'm not watching them to like watch the best of the best or to learn how to play better. But like I said, there's people in that like the world, so I get it. Oh yeah, Loopy. Too bad his Yogg didn't make him draw there. I think I wait for this to wake up before I sanitize. How much damage has he got here? 6. Not a whole lot. This World Pillar Fragment. That would be cool if I had like an Excavate in hand. Let's take the Amalgam. Oh, God. I thought I was playing this card. I thought whatever one I was picking, it was spawning it and giving it in my hand. I got it mixed up with that. That's still fine. I should have taken the 8/8 instead, but whatever. But yeah, I'll wait till the giant wakes up to sanitize. I don't need the armor. Oh yeah, Disguised Toast. Yeah, Leo, like I said, there's so many good like old Hearthstone content creators that have moved on, unfortunately. Oh, Snapshot, so sad. What a burn in his hand. Another tendril. Also, how funny, I was waiting for the mountain giant to wake up, and then as soon as it did, it just got killed by the TNT. But yeah, man, a bunch of those people I forgot about. Like I said, Disguised Toast, I totally forgot about. Yeah, I forgot about Crip. Even though he still plays Hearthstone. What would I like to hit off of this? Actually, I just sanitize here, right? I gotta armor up first. Just draw Ziliax. So I might play the Goblet next turn. Oh, I got my Viper still. Oh, I played Ziliax already. I saw these two cards at the bottom. I thought one of them was Ziliax. Hitting Kobold Miner off this would be really, really nice. The Crown would be nice. Reno wouldn't be the worst.
Maybe.
Imagine getting a handful of Renos. Yeah, Loopy, like you said, 5 Renos. God. Okay. How many TNTs does he have still left? 3? 4? Disguised Toast's whole fight with the Blizzard was kind of unwarranted, to be honest. He knew what was getting into, and the Blizzard even offered to reinstate his account. He refused. Are you talking about like him, like, wasn't it him showing how to recreate some bugs on stream and his account got banned or something? Is that what you're talking about? Which you could say like he was doing it with no like ill intent. But you're still showing people how to recreate bugs, right? So I do get it. Let's see if I can get some stuff out of my hand a bit and then play the Goblet. Yeah, play this thing Goblet. I don't want this because it'll get Viper out of my deck, and I need Viper. Take the big stats. Take the charge. Oh, I can steal a Tendril. Okay. Actually, will this kill everything? Yeah, so let's do this first, then this. Oh, I won't get a Tendril. Whatever. All right, guys, we got a 20% chance to get Reno here. All right, I guess we're going to destroy. Guess we're going to destroy every weapon then. All right, what am I going to overdraw? Only thing that would suck is Reno, I guess. Aw, bye, Ignis. Bye, Reno. What else you got? All right, I'm assuming that's GG. God, that's so dirty. Bruh, I hope this game doesn't go bankrupt before I can make a 30 card deck with only different Renos. I think the Hearthstone still has a lot of years ahead of it. I think there's no sign of it slowing down anytime soon. And like I said, I am very hopeful that it does come to Steam sooner than later. And I really do think it could be a huge breath of life into this game on Steam. But maybe I'm just like, you know, maybe I'm just being unrealistic, but I do think a Steam release would help this game a lot. Loopy, Vandro, a YouTuber for League, specifically shows any bugs so Riot fixes them. So Disguise getting banned for all that is a joke. Yeah, I don't know. I see both sides of it. You know, on one hand, yes, Disguise Toast was doing it for like educational purposes, but also he didn't need to stream it to thousands of people to show them how to abuse a bug, right? So from Blizzard's perspective, he's making the problem worse in a way. So I don't know. I get both sides. Although the funniest thing with Disguised Toast is still the fact that when Disguised Toast first came around, you know, he wore like a cardboard toast mask on his face. And if I remember right, someone got a picture of it, his like real face, and I think like blackmailed him or like threatened to post it online because he didn't want people to know what he looked like. And then if I remember right, Toast just said screw it and showed his face off himself. And it's funny because that made him even more popular. Like his face reveal just made him even more popular. So if I'm remembering the story right, that guy was trying to screw him over and just ended up working out for him in the end. Tomka, Magic is 30 years old, just for comparison. Yeah, Magic, although Magic is a lot more popular than Hearthstone, for what it's worth. But you're not wrong. Card games can last decades, right? Magic is older than some of the people watching this, which is just insane. That literally, like, there's Magic cards that are older than you. I think I'll draw. Enables Aftershock as well. Bruh, precisely. His whole content was bugging and exploiting the game. He never got anything from it, but it makes sense. The Blizzard would ban it. Yeah, I know it's a tough spot. I understand Disguised Toast's perspective. I understand Blizzard's perspective. I do think they maybe behind closed doors could have or should have come to some kind of like agreement. And who knows what happened behind the scenes, right? Yeah, I don't want him to abuse Drilly at all. And this sets me up to like play Burrowbuster next turn. Loopy, Magic is older than me. By your name, were you born in 1993? Is that a fair assessment? But yeah, I think Magic came out... This year was 30, right? I think Magic, the first Magic set was 1994? 1993? Let me check. It's 1993 or 1994, I think. 1993. Yeah. The first alpha set of Magic the Gathering came out in August 1993. Yeah, let's get this going. I could have armored up and done this, but whatever. I love Hearthstone, but man, Blizzard annoys me. I agree. Blizzard is sometimes like that shitty dad who just lets you down sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Hearthstone. I've been playing Hearthstone for 10 years. This game has a lot of like high highs, and it also has some low lows. And it has some questionable decisions at times. I guess the frustrating thing at times is like how much potential Hearthstone has. It feels like there's so much more they could do. These all suck. Do I just like unironically take Murloc Tidehunter just to get things on the board? Sure, guys. Murloc Tidehunter 2024. Loopy, nah, my name's from Loopy 1999, or sorry, Loopy 999, 994. Oh, they were taking. Okay. Classic set is older than Wild Pirate Rogue. Oh, classic set is older than Wild Pirate Rogue Enjoyers. Yeah, I guess Hearthstone too, right? There's people playing Hearthstone that the game's older than them, for sure. Tomka, Blizzard is dumb for getting rid of a content machine, bug or not. Yeah. Hey, it worked out for Disguised Toast, right? He is infinitely more popular right now than he would have been if he stuck with Hearthstone. So, worked out for him. See what happens. Okay, that was actually nice. That was one of the better outcomes I could have got there. I'm gonna forge this. I'm at 29 life still. I'm not too worried. Oh, he snap picked whatever that was. Holy shit, snap picking everything. Oh. Okay. So in order to get the Ox, I need to play Kobold Miner after Brand now. Or I don't have enough Excavates. By Marin? Trade first? Yeah, let's Marin. Yeah, so that's a little shitty. Sets back my Excavates a bit. Or Photographer. Oh yeah, true. If I snapshot the Blast Charge, that would do it too. But if history is any indication, I'm never going to draw or play the snapshot. I don't even know why I bother screenshotting the snapshot every time. I never get to play it. Do I just Reno here? Like, there's nothing I really care to Reno, right? He's played Drilly already. He could get some kind of crazy board if he high rolls some spells. Maybe just Ignis instead. Ignis, shield or armor up, shield slam that. Play the 10 mana weapon next turn. I'll probably do that. Ooh. I think I go lifesteal actually. This game's probably going to go long. I think the lifesteal could be more relevant. Plus, you guys know me. I think more about like how do I stay alive versus how do I win. That's just like the control player in me. I can't break the habit. But yeah, Tom, like you said, it is crazy how old Magic is. Like the fact that, yeah, like imagine starting a card game or creating a game that is still wildly popular like 3 decades later. It's crazy. So good on them. Good on them for like staying relevant and staying like still being able to come up with cool new ideas after 30 years. Like there's probably people who work on Magic who are younger than the game. Yeah, just do this. I'm actually going to do this because I want to get cards out of my hand so I can play the wand. There's no way he has Viper, right? He does have Viper. I'm a little sad. It's fine. Got 38 life. Hey, Emoticon. How are you not on Legend yet? Every time I found this month, and I'm a Dad Legend staple. Dad Legend, that's a good way to put it. For what it's worth, I play a lot of like janky decks. I hop between Standard and Wild a lot, and I play a lot of janky decks, so it doesn't help matters. But yeah, the last few months, it's basically hit the last week of the month, and I say to myself like, okay, I'll finally hit Legend. That's basically what happens. So I sneak it in. I sneak in at the end of the month, usually. Although I did make it with even Warlock, so I'm a horrible person. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Don't be ashamed of who you are. I would really like to play the wands. All right, that was a nice hit. Oh, 0 mana Bran. Twice now I've done it. Oh, and we got the Cobalt Miner too. Okay. And we get Ziliax. Oh, damn. Okay, get rid of you. Draw Ziliax. I don't want to overdraw here because I got Boom Boss, which Boom Boss is just the nuts. Everything else overdraws me, so I'll just chill. Yeah, Dad Legend. I like that. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier in the stream, actually. So, until I started streaming... Aw, don't overdraw Boom Boss. That's the only card I care about. Yeah, until I started streaming, I never hit Legend. Okay, I never hit Legend 2 months in a row, ever. Because typically I play slower decks, and the grind from Diamond 5 to Legend is rough sometimes. And I usually will hit Legend, and then I kind of get it out of my system, and I don't hit Legend again for like 6 months, right? But since I started streaming, I've hit Legend the last 3 months, I think. And, okay, good. And yeah, it's the first time ever in the history of me playing for 10 years now that I've hit Legend more than 1 month in a row. So that's cool. That's for you guys. It's just Reno, I guess. I'm not going to Kobold Miner because once again, I don't want to overdraw Boom Boss. So let's chill. What's he at? 8 cards. I think this game's in the bag. Tomka, I can't think of many games where it's the original game. Yeah, easy. I didn't even get to play Boom Boss. I can't think of many games where it's the original game that is still so popular. I feel like the current FPS games with battle passes like Fortnite might get there someday. That is true, right? Is, you know, games that have like that long-term appeal, you know, they typically go through like major reworks, right? And yeah, that hasn't happened with Magic. Like Magic is still the exact same game that it was 30 years ago. You know, there's, say you play Commander in Magic, right? People still play with cards that are 20, 30 years old. So yeah, good for them for sure. But I could see that too, Tonka. I could see like Fortnite being one of those games. Or it's like League of Legends. League of Legends is at least 10 years old now, I think. 15? Something like that. Yeah, I could see League of Legends. I could see League of Legends, Fortnite. They have that like long-term appeal. What else? Counter-Strike is like that too. Yeah, some games, it's just, they have like that gameplay that people just don't get tired of. Minecraft is a good example for sure. Actually, so it was really funny. I was with a friend recently, and their kid was playing Minecraft on like their iPad. And I think, how old are they? They're like 8 or something. And I said to them that I bought Minecraft before you were born. Like it's crazy that there's all these kids like playing Minecraft and how popular Minecraft is, and it's been out for a long time, and it's still very, very popular. I think Minecraft's in like the top 3 selling games of all time, isn't it now? Let's draw. Yeah, I think Minecraft's in like the top 3 best-selling games of all time now. It could be 1 or 2. I forget exactly. Fortnite and League, they keep changing the map so much that it's exciting every season. Yeah, that's the secret, right? Is to change the game a little bit, like just enough to keep the core gameplay, but like shake it up a bit. That is the secret sauce for sure. I know like Dota is not nearly as popular as League, but Dota does the same thing. I think to even more of an extent than League does. Dota like does kind of like big changes to the game and stuff like that. Oh, Minecraft is number 1. Wow. Yeah, I remember buying Minecraft when it was in beta. When did that come out? Minecraft 1.0 is in 2010? So what, beta must have been even older than that, right? Damn. Yeah, I remember buying a copy of Minecraft when it was in beta for like $5 or something like that. I don't think Blast Charge has like any big use in this matchup. Yeah, it was chill. Emoticon, I usually only need to hit Legend once in expansion to feel good about it anyways. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Only time frame I hit Legend the whole time was Voyage of the Sunken City, Murder at Castle Nathria, back-to-back Legends. Nice. With Curse Warlock, I'm 90% certain I was the only person winning with it before they buffed the cards. So they put me way over the top. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually. I love card games. I've loved card games my entire life. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one I've never played, actually. I've played most card games at least once, but yeah, I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! I kind of missed it. You know, I was like at the age where I was into Pokemon when I was little. And then as I got older, I feel like as Yu-Gi-Oh! Was getting popular, I was a little too old. I was more into Magic at the time. So yeah, I feel like with my age, I kind of missed the boat on Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger. Got a lot of options here. I kind of want to hold the coin though. We'll just keep chilling. There's big chilling. But yeah, also Emoticon, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I love that you could play cards from the first few sets right now if you wanted to. They even do legacy support from time to time to make the old cards relevant again. Yeah, and that's nice with Magic too, right? The biggest format in Magic, and the main one I play, it's called Commander. And you can play cards from the entire history of the game. And there's plenty of cards from the first like 5 years of the game that are still playable to this day. Like obviously power creep is a thing. Like, generally, new cards are more powerful than older cards, but there's a lot of older cards that are very good. Or they're very, like, niche, you know, where if you're playing a certain type of deck, there maybe might not be a whole lot of options for, like, that archetype. But yeah, it is cool. It is cool being able to play with, like, 30-year-old cards for sure. Coin Badlands Brawler. I could do this Brawl, but it'd be annoying if the 5/5 lived. And I have a 4/4 on the board. I don't think I'll need to coin out Reno. Yeah, it's fine. I'll even do this, just to buffer my health a bit. He's going to overdraw a card, too. Tomka. That's fine. Tonka with the legend thing. I started in Whizbangs. Oh, you started Hearthstone at Whizbangs Workshop? Wow. See, I guess that's a good example, right? Is that Hearthstone is still bringing in new players. You know, I've had multiple people that watch me that said they started playing just within the last couple expansions. So it's definitely bringing in new players still. Not as much, obviously. Oh, shit. I got Brawl still. It's fine. Oh, that's a rough board, though. I started in Whizbang, got Legend. I don't care to go through the Diamond 5 grind again, so I'm just chilling there. Yeah, 90% of the time, like most months, I get to Diamond 5 and that's it. I usually don't care to put in the effort to do the final push, right? It is Brawl. The only thing that sucks is it's going to make another one of these guys, and it's also going to make a 5 cost. 5, 6. Oh, I can't do that.
Maybe.
I really regret getting rid of that coin now. I think I have to do it. Actually, this living would be nice. All right, don't screw me. Oh. Actually, that's not that bad. All right, can I live one turn? I just need to live one more turn. Play Reno and I'm good. Emoticon, power creep happens, but sometimes the original way of doing something is always the broken. Like the designers didn't have all their ducks in a row yet on card balance. Yeah, that is a good way to put it, right? You know, Hearthstone is a good example too, where early on in Hearthstone, there was a lot of like, kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum. There was a lot of shit cards released in the early years of Hearthstone because they hadn't really figured out like balance yet. So it goes both ways. Yeah, sometimes very strong cards are released early on, and wow. Sometimes very strong cards are released early on, and sometimes very weak cards early on because they're still like figuring out their footing. Holy sh... Oh, Cold Feet is rough too. I have so many minions in hand too. If I shoot this, I really need these two to die. Am I gonna lose this game? That's just lethal, right? 9, 10. Yeah. God damn it. I should have brawled that board. If I brawled that first board, I could have coined into Reno. But man, he put so many minions on the board. I didn't expect that. Emoticon, I'm glad to hear new people are still picking it up. Sounds like game longevity to me. Yeah, like someone mentioned it earlier, but I think Hearthstone is kind of like stable, right? I don't think it's like dying by any means. I think it's kind of stabilized. Diamond 5 is Dad Legend. Yes, you are very right. And that rogue has a sweet board. Yeah, like I said, I didn't expect him to pop off like that. That 5/5 makes so many shit minions though. It's really bad. Yeah, he definitely he got the I forgot the card's name, but he got that plus the Blood Mage Dalnos, which didn't help matters. It's probably Spell Mage, right? I've run the numbers. Most options are just bodies. That Rogue is randoming into Oblivion. Yeah, that's like the pro and con with Excavate Rogue, right? Is you win or lose based on your RNG. I've played a lot of Excavate Rogue, and some games you have absolute shit RNG, and like you feel like you just spin your wheels all game. And then you have other games where you just have insane RNG. It's like your opponent doesn't even have a chance. So it's very hit or miss. Also, Tomka, technically I downloaded it years ago on my phone, but I couldn't run it. Still the same account, and all that means is I missed out on some free stuff new players get. For what it's worth, the new player experience right now is much better than it was even just a handful of years ago. Let's do this. Next turn, probably armor up. Armor. Okay, Brand's nice. Wonder if this is like Sif Mage. The Flame Geyser's a little sus. Ross, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Alright, we're just chilling. Wow, we got like all of our top ends. Also, I am at 983 subscribers on YouTube, so if any of you guys watching hit the button within the last hour or something, thank you. 17 away now. Oh, it's Spell Mage. Okay. If I rip Burrow Buster, I don't really have any plays for the turn after. Let's do this. Next turn I could Burrow Buster Common Treasure maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, hopefully I hit 1,000 by this weekend. That's the dream. Also, actually, right around the release of Perils in Paradise will be my 6-month anniversary. Okay, that's a little annoying. Actually, I'll just do this. Because this card's kind of useless in this matchup, right? He's not really playing minions. That was chill. Emoticon, I always have shit RNG. I can't play Evolve Shaman. If there's a 6-mana 1/1 with a battle cry, I will transform a 5-drop into it every game. My son and my best friend marvel how bad my luck is. Actually, speaking of Evolve Shaman, did you see one of the cards announced today, or was it yesterday? Was it called Beached Whale? I think. That's a really nice Evolve target. It's a 7-mana 4/20. Yeah, there'll be some clips of people evolving into that card for sure. Burrow Buster, play the rare treasure. Sure. Yeah, I said it earlier in the stream, but Tomka, they just wanted a 420 in the game. Yeah, every time I say it's a 7-mana 420, I can't help but think of that. But I think you'll see Beached Whale in the game. I think people are going to find ways to cheat. Like, I don't think it'll be like a meta card by any means, but I think people will find ways to cheat it out, or you'll see it from like evolves and stuff like that. But yeah, cool card. Just rip Bran at 25 life. I'm fine. They did good with that? Yeah. The first 420 minion in Hearthstone. Oh yeah, Kangor. Yeah, see, like I said, there's gonna be so many ways to cheat that card out. So one really positive thing I have to say about this expansion so far is there's so many cards that I want to like build decks around. There's so many cards that look like they can have goofy combos or enable janky decks. So I'm really excited for that. There's a lot of cards that are going to inspire a lot of, you know, stupid decks for me to stream. So what's he got in hand? One discounted card, another discounted card. If I just rip Boom Boss here, there's no way I'm dead, right? Oh, wait, it's Spell Mage. He doesn't have Sif or anything. I'll just do that. I love and hate Boom Boss. Okay, I didn't even need to kill that. Drawing a TNT right off the top is like the worst feeling in the entire game. Especially it was only, what, a 30% chance? Big Paladin doesn't see a lot of play, but it isn't a bad place right now. Yeah, Big Paladin or maybe like a Reno Paladin. I think the decks are like they're very good. They're very close to being good. Yeah. He was not coming back from that. What's my win rate today so far? Warrior. I am 5-2. Although that first game, I shouldn't have lost. I made a misplay that first game. I shouldn't have lost it against that goddamn cockroach. Speaking of cockroaches, guys, looky. We gotta squash another one. I'm gonna keep this whole hand actually, because the mistake I made the first game was I didn't keep my early game removal, and his board got a little out of hand early on, and the Viper's nice for the weapon. Oh. Pipsy can pull it out. Yeah. Yes. Oh, is this Reno Death Knight? This ain't your regular cockroach over here. Armor vendor. I feel like it has to be Reno to be running armor vendor, right? There's no way it's just normal like Rainbow Death Knight, right? Am I crazy? People get very wishful over the new cards, but I firmly believe that big spell mage will not be a thing in this hand buff meta. I agree. You know, one thing to keep in mind is whenever I get excited about cards, it's not because they're good. Like, I'm generally not playing decks to climb the ladder. I'm generally playing, you know, to have fun. And there's a lot of cards that just look fun in this expansion. Because, yeah, it came up on the Discord earlier where I said, you know, a couple of the cards that got revealed looked fun. And some people in the Discord were like, no, those cards look like shit. And I'm like, yeah, but they look fun. That's what I care about. But I agree. I don't think Big Spell Mage will be competitive. But it's getting a couple new toys. And I think it's just a fun deck to play. Like, I think playing Yogg in the Box and Sunset Volley and Projection Orb, they're just fun cards. The question is still, is this Reno? Is there any weapon? Oh, maybe Foam Render. When my Reno Death Knight stream the other day, Foam Render was insane. Foam Render was like the MVP. I had games against like warriors and priests where my Foam Render did like 40-50 damage. It was insane. So I will keep this. Because actually, if the... God. Famous last words, guys. Well, if he does got foam... Because this might be Foam Render right here. I know a lot of these Reno Death Knight decks, they have Foam Render in the ETC. If it is, I'm in for a rough time.
this in a bigger size?
On this trade, he's going to trade the 2/2 next turn anyways. Sure. I can bash it next turn. Or Aftershocks. Well, no Viper for me, guys. Tom Cut's mostly been mage cards, and I'm the #1 mage hater. Okay. Makes a little more sense then. I will say, I'm not the biggest... I've never really been into mage. Like, I don't hate mage. I don't love mage. It's kind of just neutral for me. But I think the idea of, like, big spell mage is just fun. I probably don't need the coin, right? Nope. So what about ETC? Dirty Rat or Fizzle? That's the question. There's obviously some good stuff I could hit with Dirty Rat. Primus, Reska, Ziliax. But my hand's not that good for Fizzle. Actually, maybe I do Fizzle. Yeah. This game's going to go long, I'm guessing. Take the more greedy pick. Francis, I feel like this expansion is weak so far, but it's good supporting pieces, except for the Mage Legendary that makes spells cost 5. Yeah, I think that card's really cool. I think that card looks really fun. Yeah, a lot of interesting cards. I've mentioned it before, but it feels like the developers like went on a bender one weekend and like took a bunch of shrooms and came up with these cards, because there's so many cards with like very unique, weird effects. I don't think I need that. And Fizzle. Actually, let's draw. Tomka, it's that nothing that mages do. Maybe you go, whoa, that's cool. I wish I could do that. Yeah, fair. Mage is definitely a little one-dimensional. And if it's not your vibe, I get it for sure. Just raw dogging the Primus over here. Okay.
Symbol of death.
I can't believe he just ripped that. I'm still like mind blown about that. Also, emoticon, same. The only mage deck I ever liked got nerfed to oblivion. You remember that broken combo with the turtle guy and the potion that made 1/1 copies in your hands? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember the card you're talking about. It's 4 mana spell, right? So if I Ziliax and he Yogs, that I feel real bad.
So many choices.
What is this? Oh. I could hit here,
Maybe
bash that
no.
Blade Storm. Or what is a Marin and just like take the damage? I think I do. Yeah, I'll do that. Play the wand next turn. If I hit like Reno or Bran or something, it's great. I'm just a little scared to play Ziliax without my own Yogg in hand. Because if he Yoggs it, it screws over my Inventor Boom. Ooh, trading is nice. Tomka, the only cool thing Mage does right now is the Quildara Drake OTK with Reno. I gotta try that sometime. Being if I had 20k dust, I have 50 other decks I want to try before that. Yeah, I gotta try that Quildara Drake OTK at some point. Just to like say I did. Okay. We still don't know what he has in ETC. Maybe he didn't grab Foam Render. I feel like he would have played it already if he had. Let me draw. I might play Badlands Brawler. Oh, 0 mana Boom Boss. Yeah, I'll just play this. This won't reborn. He's not guaranteed to win, but whatever. Oh, I should have dropped this to lower the chances, I guess. He still wins, guys. Might as well play it. Oh, I forgot I had a Rush guy in my hand still. Okay, or my deck. That's funny. So do I fizzle here? Got some pretty good things to hit. Three, 4, 5.
Maybe. No.
I could fizzle, armor up, shield slam, burrow buster. All right, guys, let's screenshot the snapshot for when I don't get to open it. Although in this matchup, who knows? Maybe I will get to open it. And then... Ooh, does that make any difference here? I don't think so. I'm almost tempted to just Boom Boss. Even without Bran. Because I got another one in the snapshot. He's only got 12 cards left. I'm going to do it. Because if I can get rid of Yogg, I would feel much safer playing my Ziliax. Tomka, one thing about this schedule, I'm only able to watch this late because it's summer. Which time zone are you located in? Like what time is it for you right now? I know I have a lot of viewers in Europe and stuff. Because there's been many times I've been streaming and people are like, it's 3 a.m. I gotta go to bed. Oh, yeah, it's 2 a.m. Damn. Yeah, preferably I would like to stream an hour earlier, but I work until 5 p.m. Eastern. And then, ooh. Yeah, I work until 5 p.m. Eastern and I start at 6 p.m. But in a perfect world, I would like to stream like an hour earlier, at least. Do I steal that? If I Yogg and steal that... Oh, I wish it could die, though. If I Yogg and steal that, if he steals it back, I'm free to play my Ziliax, right? That's fine. Don't do some stupid shit, please. Oh, I gained some mana somehow. Oh, okay, that's cool. This might as well trade, right? Does the face damage matter? He's got 3 bombs in here. Whatever. Go face. Face of the place, guys. Emoticon. Oh, you're also Eastern Emoticon? Yep. I am in Canada. I'm on the East Coast. Oh, that's what expected to happen. Okay. Alright, that does nothing. I could Blade Storm. Oh, actually, no, I can't Blade Storm because of that now.
So many choices.
If I play my Ziliax, is there any way he can steal it again? Like, what is this ETC card? Because I could drop Ziliax, then Blade Storm. So when I trade, my Ziliax dies. So then I guarantee Inventor Boom has Ziliax in the death pool, right? Because I'm so scared of him stealing or transforming this somehow. I think I'm going to do that. It kind of seems dumb, but I want to make sure mine dies. And that's it. I want to save the Kobold Miner for after Bran, if possible. Yeah, like I said, I when I started streaming, my schedule was a little earlier. I worked from, what, 7 to 5, I think, or something? No. I forget. I know when I started streaming at 5. Okay. I did not see that coming. So he has Reno and Bran in his deck now, and my Snapshot. Oh, God. Okay. Wow, I lost my train of thought. Oh, he got rid of the TNT as well. Damn. Do I just rip Boom? I have another one in my Snapshot.
So many.
Well, actually, I have a Kobold Miner in my Snapshot too, right?
Candle but slider.
Yeah, just rip it.
They're alive.
I'm gonna rip the coin just to keep low everlasting, because maybe it'll come in handy.
My hand is full.
I totem want that Bran. So my only concern here is this game might go to fatigue. And if I drop the totem, this could draw me too many cards. Because if he's smart, he won't kill the totem. He'll just leave it and let it keep drawing me cards, and this could really screw me over. So it's like, I'm not playing the totem, if possible. So if I play the Goblet... Actually, none of those are bad options. So what if I do this, this... Drop this too? Actually, no, Bran. Bran would be a shitty option here. Bran is the only shitty option, actually. God damn it. What was that, a 1 and 6? So 5 and 6 to get a good one there. Damn, that sucks. Hey, actually, never mind. That makes Gold and Kobold kind of good. Yet again, voice got picked up at Blizzard HQ. Yeah, there's someone at Blizzard, man. They got some button to just like flip my RNG one way or the other, for sure. But actually, so that's not the worst, because now those all get transformed into legendary minions with the Kobold. Actually, I could transform the totem too. Reno, great top deck. So next turn, I think I will Ignis. Yeah. And then maybe Gold and Kobold to turn after. Wow. The one game I actually want to play Gold and Kobold. Alright, so for reference, this is my snapshot. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom Boss is the 6th card. I really don't want him to get Boom Boss. Or I want to get Boom Boss before him. Okay. So let's go 10 mana. Lifesteal, because this game's going to go long. Ooh. Do we want the 12 damage burst healing or the 8 costs? Cold Warrior got Legend with 2 decent mage decks. Nice. Which kind of decks? Yeah, I think the 8 cost is better because this game's going to go long, right? Oh, I forgot I get 2 weapons. I should have played the Geode. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, this replaces your hand. I thought it was only minions. Oh, shit. Oh, I gotta play all those brands now. Why did I think this only transformed minions? I've like never played this treasure. All right, that's kind of good. Because like I said, I don't want him to get Boom Boss off the snapshot. Has he played a Bran yet, actually? Or no. He only has Bran in the snapshot. Bran. Oh no, there is no Bran. Right? Oh no, Bran's in the deck still. God, I'm losing my mind. Alright, I'll play the weapon here. What is this shit? Yeah, I was gonna say, you kind of want to kill that, buddy.
Who's ready for another round?
Oh my god. Am I really gonna lose because of this Bran? So, Inventor Boom is the 2nd card in the snapshot. God. These brands are gonna screw me over, aren't they?
It's so crazy. Just might work.
I don't think I can weapon. I think I have to shoot those. Okay, tendrils. My hand's too full, man. Alright, we rip 1 tendril, I guess. Get a 1 and 2 cost. This is dead somehow. Don't tell me to hit that. Hey, the brands are big at least. Man, I think I lost this game. Between Tony from ETC and me hitting Bran off the Chalice. That's what screwed me this game. Him trading is good though. Honestly, if I can get 2 spots in my hand to get Inventor Boom off the snapshot, that could help.
cards here.
I can't believe this shit. Oh, man. I thought this game was in the bag. If I got any other card off that chalice, it would have been a whole different situation. All right, we'll go one more. Also, Cold War, Rainbow, and Spell Wage. Wow, 44 and 21 and 42 and 17. That's really good win rates. My dream was to hit like Reno off the chalice, though. Imagine just playing Reno every turn. His Tony, too. I did not see that Tony coming from UTC. This is what, Pain Warlock? Dirty Rat probably sucks against it, right? What's 1 in 6? Like 15% chance or something? I had like an 80% chance. I'm still tilted with that chalice. I had like an 80% chance to draw anything else. Alright, probably Pain. The nice thing is Blade Storm is very nice in this matchup. If you can kind of get rid of the shitters. 16.7, that was close. Okay. If I could get like safety goggles, that'd be amazing. I kind of don't want to kill these because I don't want to accelerate his damage. Actually, I might do Ignis for a 1-mana weapon. If I get like the poisonous death rattle, that'd be sweet. Oh my god. This guy's got a very strong start. What are his Molten Giants at 5? Poisonous, poisonous, poisonous. Oh, shit. Do I coin it out? That's a cool looking portrait enemy has. Yeah, this one's really cool. I think this was from one of the reward tracks. If I didn't love the Zoth Warlock portrait so much, yeah, this is a very close second. Actually, I will coin out the weapon. I can clear these 3. If he plays a giant, I can maybe kill it with Blade Storm. I was really hoping for poisonous there, though. I can't coin out Sanitize now, but I think we're okay. That's not that bad. Just chill a bit. The one Warlock deck I tried was Seed Lock. Not a fan, but they do some cool portraits. Which one's Seed Lock? Is that a standard or wild deck? Damn, this guy's getting himself low. Oh, I just clear, right? This armor procs after I attack, right? So I take the 6, then gain the 2 armor? Because if it is, I swing, I sanitize, it clears the board. Sorry, Warlock. GG. Oh, Seed Lock, duh. Yeah, Demon Seed. I only play Wild seriously. Yeah, I bounce back and forth. I like Wild and Standard. They both have like their pros and cons. Also, God, that play was satisfying. That worked out perfectly, actually. Actually, his placement, 2 of the Molten Giants, was like, you know, couldn't have been better. All right. Badlands Brawler. If I Blade Storm, it leaves 2 4/1s. If I Badlands Brawler, worst case leaves a 4/4. Okay. Yeah, that game was over. Wow, that was such a satisfying play. What a good game to end on. I like the lack of intentional balancing in the mode. It lets metas evolve and they get to see stats change. Yeah, I will say, some people complain about them not doing more balance changes in Wild. I think it's good. I think it's good to just let things be. And, you know, things just naturally shift over time. Like, for an Eternal format, it would really suck to craft, like, a strong deck and then it get like nerfed all the time, right? I feel like if you craft cards in Wild, they should just stay good. Like, obviously, if there's some very problematic card, sure, but for the most part, I think Wild should just balance itself. Emoticon, I was about to bash this guy for putting himself to 6. Could have died to Sunspot Dragon up the top. He totally threw that one away. Can't overcommit. Yeah, the Pain Warlock versus Warrior is a tricky matchup because I feel like as a Pain Warlock, you basically have to just blow your load and go all in. You know, because in that matchup, if I didn't have a clear there, I lost. So I feel like you have to go all in and just hope they don't have like a removal, right? Because the longer that game goes on, the more likely the Warrior is to win it. So I feel like he had to risk it. Although his placement sucked. He knew I had the cleave weapon. He shouldn't have played the Molten Giants on the side of the taunt. That was a mistake 100%. But anyways, that'll be it today. We're up to Diamond 4. I might play this again tomorrow. See if we can hit Legend for sure. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Probably just playing this again, see if I can hit Legend. But other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good night and see you tomorrow, hopefully. Take care. Also, last thing, tomorrow on my YouTube, I have my top 5 board clears video going up. So we talked about it during the last stream. You guys were kind of guessing what cards would be included in it. But yeah, check that out tomorrow. Top 5 board clears. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.